Hi everybody, Dan Illman here for Dan's Top 10. This week I'll take a look at my top 10 list for the 3-year-old male division. Please send me your top 10 at DRF_Dan Illman on Twitter, or provide your top 10 on the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel under the comments section. Before we begin with this week's top 10, I want to mention a couple of honorable mentions that are knocking on the door of this list. Flightline was a debut winner for trainer John Sadler out in Southern California back in late April, but was so impressive that day. A 105 Buyer's speed figure. Sadler says we're going to likely see this horse during the Del Mar summer meet. Trainer Todd Pletcher has a son of Run Happy in Following C, who has won his last 2 starts by a combined 12 1/4 lengths. We'll likely see Following C in the Dwyer Stakes, a graded race for 3-year-olds at Belmont Park on July 5th. Let's begin with the top 10 with number 10, Known Agenda. We'll take a look at Known Agenda winning the prestigious Florida Derby. Now, Known Agenda, after the Florida Derby, finished 9th in the Kentucky Derby, 4th in the Belmont Stakes. Todd Pletcher still believes in this colt, however. He thinks there's still more upside potential. He wants to run this horse in the Travers, and distance will be Known Agenda's friend. He's a one-run closer. He needs a little bit of pace up front, but he's still relatively unexposed, I believe, and might improve into the summer and fall. Jackie's Warrior is the number 9. Let's watch Jackie's Warrior last year winning the Grade 1 Champagne. He was one of the top 2-year-olds in the country, no doubt about it, and this year he was an extremely game winner of the Grade 2 Pat Day Mile before just missing last week in the Grade 1 Woody Stevens at Belmont. Jackie's Warrior is an exceptional one-turn horse, and we'll likely see him in the Allen Jerkins at Saratoga on August the 28th, where he will probably rematch with our number 8. That is Drain the Clock. And let's go back last week to the Woody Stevens Stakes, a Grade 1 event sprinting at Belmont, 7/8 of a mile. Drain the Clock is able to just get the better of Jackie's Warrior. Drain the Clock has never lost around one turn. He is a very good sprinter for trainer Saffie Joseph, and Saffie Joseph believes that the Allen Jerkins, the premier race for 3-year-old dirt sprinters in North America, would be a nice fit for Drain the Clock. Number 7 is Life is Good. Life is Good has not raced since being injured after winning the San Felipe Stakes, the race we're going to show you right now. He is a perfect 3 for 3 in his career, and he earned a 107 Buyer's speed figure when dominating Medina Spirit, the runner-up in the San Felipe, by 8 lengths. Now, Life is Good missed the entire Triple Crown series for trainer Bob Baffert. He is back galloping at Keeneland. The question is, where will Life is Good resurface? Will he resurface for Bob Baffert? He is a very good 3-year-old, and if he returns healthy, you'll be hearing a lot more from this colt. The number 6 is Midnight Bourbon. Midnight Bourbon is a very solid runner. He was 2nd in the Louisiana Derby. He was 2nd in the Preakness. He seems to show up each and every time with a good, solid performance. This is a nice crop of 3-year-olds. He likely has to take a step forward, but Midnight Bourbon's going to make a lot of money for trainer Steve Asmussen if put in the right spots this year. He's just a hard-trying sort. Mandaloun is the number 5, and if Medina Spirit is disqualified from his Kentucky Derby victory, it will be Mandaloun will be the winner of the 2021 Derby. He won the Risen Star Stakes earlier this season. We're going to see Mandaloun this Saturday at Monmouth in the Pegasus local prep for the Haskell Invitational. Mandaloun going out for trainer Brad Cox, another horse with a good amount of upside and talent. Here's Rombauer, the Preakness winner, dominating them in the Preakness, coming from off the pace to defeat the Derby winner Medina Spirit, to defeat the runner-up Midnight Bourbon. He came back and he was kind of flat in the Belmont. He ran a 1-pace 3rd, certainly no match for Essential Quality and Hot Rod Charlie, but you can't knock what he's done. He's won the Preakness, and he's going to likely run in the Travers this summer for trainer Michael McCarthy. Medina Spirit is number 3. Medina Spirit finished 1st in the Kentucky Derby, finished 3rd in the Preakness. What happens to Medina Spirit now? Where will he run next? In a perfect world, you would see Medina Spirit in races like the Travers, in races like the Breeders' Cup Classic for trainer Bob Baffert, but it's not good days for Baffert right now, and we'll have to see where Medina Spirit would go. You would think the Haskell, considering Baffert's record and successful record in the Haskell, would put Medina Spirit on course for that, but we don't know right now where Medina Spirit will run next. Hot Rod Charlie is the number 2 on Dan's top 10, winner of the Louisiana Derby, game 3rd in the Kentucky Derby. Boy, he ran a super race in the Belmont. He ran too good to lose. He worked hard every step of the way, battling on a hot pace. He really refused to yield to essential quality until inside the final 16th. He earned a giant 1:08 Buyer's speed figure. He ran too good to lose. It's a shame that he did lose. Trainer Doug O'Neill says there are plenty of options for this horse. The Haskell, a logical option. The Travers, a logical option. And outside of the box option, however, the Pacific Classic for older horses at Del Mar. That is still on the table for Hot Rod Charlie. And the number one, Dan's top choice for Dan's top 10, probably everybody's top choice after the Belmont Stakes, it's essential quality. Here he is winning the Belmont, as he was in the Kentucky Derby. He was 4 wide for most of the way. He confronts Hot Rod Charlie in the stretch. He gamely goes by. He runs a 1:09 Buyer's speed figure. 2-year-old champion last year. The only blemish coming in the Kentucky Derby when wide. He's the best 3-year-old in the country right now for trainer Brad Cox, and sky seems to be the limit for essential quality. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in the Travers. That's it for this week on Dan's Top 10. I'll see you next week.